Well, I think I've always wanted to be in the world of children's literature. I always wanted to like participate in that. Ever since I took my first writing class in college called Writing for Children, I started writing my first book when I was in that class, Shug, and I knew by the time I was done with that class and I was graduating that I wanted to somehow be a part of the world, being able to create stories and to just explore all kinds of like whatever I feel like interested in. You know, it's constantly like exciting, and you can just have an idea about something, and then you could spend a year just like thinking about it and researching it, and I like that. It's like constantly being refreshed, I guess. And so I was applying for an MFA program in New York for writing for children. That was my first choice. And then I was applying for reading, writing, and literacy programs at UPenn and a PhD program in Scotland. I was applying for jobs as an editor. And so to me, it was just wanting to be part of kids' books, whichever way I could be a part of it, if it was the process of making it or promoting it or doing whatever. So that was my goal, and my first choice ended up being, what happened. I like to save things, not important things like whales or people or the environment. Silly things, porcelain bells, the kind that you get at souvenir shops, cookie cutters you'll never use because who needs a cookie in the shape of a foot? Ribbons for my hair, love letters. Of all the things I save, I guess you could say my love letters are my most prized possession. For my new book, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, it's the main character is half Korean and half white. And my hope for that book is that readers will find that book and be able to relate to her. I think, I would hope that Asian American readers would look at that book and feel like they see themselves reflected back in some way. And then B, I would hope that just any reader could relate to it because I think it's a universal story that's really accessible. So I think, and I would hope that readers who really enjoyed Summer I Turned Pretty would equally love that book. I think what I don't want is for someone to walk by and think, oh, there's an Asian person on the cover, and maybe that's going to be like a hard read. That's going to be all about like this person's struggle to find their like identity as an Asian person. And I think a lot of books are like that, and I think those books are important too. But I think it's also important to just have one girl story, and it's a part of who she is, but doesn't make up the whole of who she is, and doesn't make the whole of the story either. And so it would sort of normalize differences, I guess, that you could say, oh, that person's just like me, even though we are from different cultures. And then I just sold 3 more books to my publisher. I saw a couple of people who were tweeting saying they were in traffic. There's a seat right up front, and there's a seat right here, so please get cozy.